What's the wildest thing you've seen going on at a party you were at?
Deleted.
A girl giving away free blowjobs. There was a line and all.
A guy named Dusty who had a raccoon on his shoulder snorting coke off an iPad. Shit was crazy.
Walked into a room where two girls, fully clothed, were beating the shit out of this naked guy's nuts with seemingly whatever they could find. He apparently begged them to do it. I didn't stay around long enough to ask any questions.
I once saw a man vomit up an entire, intact Dorito. End of story.
College girl on the floor of a friend's apartment. They ended up dating. He got a tattoo of her name on his arm. Turns out it didn't work out. All at the same party. 3 large girls in the tub together. Someone crashing through the glass coffee table. A fire on top of the stove that someone tries to put out by firing a gun into a water heater next to the stove. The guy whose apartment it was eventually got sober and became wildly successful in town for a few years, then shot himself unexpectedly.
At a high school party, a guy was fucking a chick behind the couch. Everyone was watching and chanting come 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 come, and we got progressively louder until he finished. Weird night.
I saw a guy get his lip bit off by a pit bull. Not the crazy part. The piece of his face was laying on the couch as everyone is freaking out. I say put it on ice and take it to the hospital. They might be able to reattach it. This guy picks it up and says I'm a hunter. They can't reattach it. I say you aren't a doctor, whether they can or not. At least they can look at it and they can decide. He says no and the victim gets rushed off to the hospital. The crazy MFAR then proceeds to play with the piece of flesh for the next 2 hours, walling it up and stretching it, smelling it, and the whole time I keep saying like WTF is wrong with you? And you could have at least given the doctors a chance to fix his face. He keeps repeating I'm a hunter, I know what I'm talking about. About a year later, the hunter committed suicide by jumping in front of a train.
Ran into a buddy ODing on heroin. He was all yellowish looking and kind of foaming at the mouth. Not much more to the story though. Thankfully he survived and lives in northern Florida now. Probably haven't talked to the dude since like 2015. No clue if he's clean or not. But he has a girl now and seems happy, but he also now has pink hair with frosted tips and purposely moved to Florida. So who the hell can say?
I think it was 2003 or 2004, but we had a high school Halloween party, and some kids from our school dug up to dead bodies from the local cemetery and dressed them up as Darth Vader, and everyone was just chilling out with the bodies doing drugs and drinking. A couple of kids got arrested for desecrating a body.
Two married men with kids were caught 69ing in the garage.
Deleted.
I walked in on a gangbang. It was sad. They were all hammered. My best friend peed in the closet.